Bless you. Alright, cool. I'm about to go to church anyway and get off of this live.
So there is a Baltimore native that you have there. She goes by the name of Prashan Rock online, but her government is Prashan Malone. And she is currently in the Baltimore area, and she's going to be doing her first, it's like a boxing match but professionally, against a female opponent there. And nationally right now, all over, I would say more so social media, her child, Korshawn Jr., that is also a Baltimore native, has been neglected constantly online.
You take it consequence. Alright, so look, when I got my checks or whatever, this is all Junior did though. But the one that I really care most is the Social Security. The one that came from Social Security.
Because of Blueface, Christian is on the verge of losing custody of her child. It turns out that after Junior was scheduled for emergency surgery, he phoned CPS on her. Junior ended up in the hospital after Christian reportedly served him rotten food. And to be honest, that isn't shocking given that Christian has always been criticized for the way she handles her son. Blueface even raised his voice several times. The final straw, however, was JR in the hospital. Thus, it all began when Christian and her son Christian Jr. did a live webcast. Junior was coughing uncontrollably in the background. But other than that, everything seemed normal. It wasn't just any seasonal cough either. Junior sounded as though water was drowning his lungs.
See, he coughed it all up. Good boy. Good boy. See, this medicine, it clears his thing. Like he's still coughing it up. Like a big boy though. Oh, like you got a mucus suction? Yes, I do.
You didn't even let me take you out to dinner. Hold on.
Most mothers would have been extremely worried, but Christian didn't care. Rather, she carried on with her live stream as usual. She also went into defensive mode when supporters brought it up in the comments, claiming that the conversation needed to calm down.
He is okay. Pray for his little cold to go away. What y'all want to see the medicine he take? No, none of your business. You feel me? Like y'all just overly doing too much on this live. Everybody that keep talking about the baby, he is fine. Already took him. Already got medicine. I take him back tomorrow. But they said it's normal because the flu shot, like you know how you get some things.
However, Junior's cough conveyed a very different message. Christian hoped a flu vaccination would help him stop choking, which was evident. It's not like Christian doesn't know when to visit the doctor, which is the hardest part. She hurried to the emergency room right away, after inadvertently eating a beautiful rose.
Sorry, I had a sinus infection, which created this big old problem for my asthma. My lungs inflamed. I could barely walk to the bathroom. I just need treatment for my lungs, so that's why in here taking albuterol. I had to stay overnight.
Christian Jr. is the only person in this situation who is not receiving the necessary medical care. And since Christian has never taken good care of Junior, that isn't that shocking. The mother was wiping her nose with her son. Fans found it extremely insensitive that she was flinging him around like a rag doll in another video. All of this should raise red flags because Sean Davey took the initiative to report Christian to the police because it is obvious that she is endangering her baby. He filled them in on Junior's health issues and how his mother was partly to blame.
So there is a Baltimore native that you have there. She goes by the name of Prashan Rock online, but her government is Prashan Malone. And she is currently in the Baltimore area, and she's going to be doing her first, it's like a boxing match but professionally, against a female opponent there. And nationally right now, all over, I would say more so social media, her child, Korshawn Jr., that is also a Baltimore native, has been neglected constantly online.
In Blue, Junior's father has also been speaking up for his son by threatening Christian Rock in a recent interview. He expressed his disapproval of Christian's parenting style. In fact, he advised her that it would be best to keep him out of the spotlight.
Has many different syndromes that he's been born with. Unfortunately, his medical information was doxed online, so his HIPAA was violated, but it does show all of these syndromes that he has, specialists that he needs to see. He also has a club foot, among other.
To be fair, ever since Junior was born, Blueface has been trying to raise concerns about Christian's parenting abilities. He tweeted this a few years back. "I gave birth to a baby, SMH. I'm to blame for FR's inability to cap. She prayed for this stuff, but I tried to get that. Furthermore, I don't give a damn about Christian sentiments. She acts as though there is no problem with my son's daily pain." He additionally stated, "You had a baby on live, but you mad about the truth being live." He clearly holds Christian accountable for his son's health issues, and he's not entirely incorrect. You see, some time ago, Junior's medical records were released. Blueface was correct all along, according to one TikToker who actually went over the paperwork. It is not appropriate for Christian to be a father. She might have even ruined her child.
Is it hard as a father to not know what's going on with the baby? Because the baby is like, you know, Christian is not the most stable person, and you're not around to kind of, you know, kind of make sure the kid's in the best care. There was a lot of viral moments where she was on stream or left the kid outside, and
I mean, best I could do is insist and you know, advise. So my best advice was for Christian was, hey, I don't think you should keep putting the baby out.
And since fans have been suspecting it for some time, that makes sense. For example, Christian's video of her son sobbing hysterically was the first warning sign. Supporters thought it wasn't a typical baby's cry. According to several specialists, JR actually sounded like a person who has Krihot syndrome when they weep.
The first one being, like we all assumed, he does suffer from fetal alcohol syndrome. He does suffer from neonatal abstinence syndrome, which basically is drug withdrawal. And from the records, they're saying that it was cocaine. He does also suffer from spasticity, which would explain why he's almost 2 and cannot walk or barely move. If y'all notice, Christian always has him either in a stroller or carrying him. It's basically a neurological condition that causes abnormal muscle stiffness or tightness and makes moving pretty hard. But mind y'all, he's a baby. Yeah, times 10. He also suffers from seizure disorder. Another big one was CVI, which is cortical visual impairment. And that is basically when a portion of the brain has been damaged, therefore leading to it's basically going to affect how he interprets visuals.
For those of you who are unaware, a partial deletion of chromosome 5's short arm causes Cri-du-chat syndrome, a rare genetic condition. The term, which translates to cat cry in French,
What?
describes the afflicted children's distinctive high-pitched wail. Furthermore, according to the leaked medical report, some fans even think Junior has sight impairments. This video was posted by someone who wrote, "Still laying on his back and pulling Christian face for kisses because he is visually impaired. When will Christian try to aid this boy? He lacks motor skills. He will be too soon because he is still behaving like a Junior's small head, small eye apertures, low nasal bridge, flat mid-face, smooth Cupid's bow, and thin upper lip are all characteristics of a FOS infant, according to some medical professionals. This is where things start to go wild. In the classroom, people are teaching kids about fetal alcohol syndrome by using Junior as an example, and the report also made reference to that. The problem is that standard medical care is unable to address these problems. These are real health issues that require attention.
The kicker here is that with all of the things listed, he's supposed to be in palliative care. For y'all that don't know, that is basically care that is supposed to help prolong his life and make it a more stable, durable life. Without that, things are not going to go well. So when people are telling Christian that she needs to get her son the help that he...
The worst part is that Christian's decision to continue partying during her pregnancy is what led to Junior's health issues. Junior even resembles Katie Price's son, according to one fan. And you know what? During her pregnancy, Katie was also addicted to drugs. However, Christian declines to provide Junior with the assistance she requires for some reason. Carlisa, Blueface's mother, even threatened to report her to CPS because of this. The good news is that Blueface and Carlisa may not have to stay with Christian for very long. In fact, Junior wound up in the hospital when Christian fed him rotten food, according to family sources. That was the final straw for Blueface. He called CPS right away, and they took Christian in. Although the authorities are currently looking into it, Christian may lose custody of her child. Will Junior eventually receive the assistance he requires? That is the only question. Will Blueface improve as well?